That dog was suffering in the worst of ways, and that information will come out in court, and it's egregious.
A Chandler woman who had 55 dogs seized from her home is fighting to get 47 of them back. April McLaughlin filed a petition with Chandler Municipal Court Monday and will appear before a judge on October 11th to make her case. The Arizona Humane Society says they're going to fight to stop her from getting those dogs, which they found living in deplorable conditions. They say the dogs were in kennels with blankets caked in feces. In some cases, those kennels were stacked up to 7 feet tall. The stench coming from the Chandler home was so bad, it engulfed the surrounding neighborhood. 5 dogs were even found dead in McLaughlin's freezer. Our legal expert Hector Diaz joins me once again. Hector, this is so crazy to hear and find out. Police actually recommended animal cruelty charges, but then the county attorney's office kicked it back to police. Why is that?
You know, at first glance, when you look at this and you hear about these allegations, you wonder why.
Yeah.
What else did you need?
Yeah.
But really, I mean, you know, a prosecutor looks at these charges and says, we got to get it right the first time. We have to prove these allegations. So likely what they wanted some additional evidence, or potentially, you know, who owns the dogs? Right. These are potentially victims in terms of what occurred. Also, they probably wanted to get proof in terms of the condition of the animal before they were given to this individual in terms of taking care of this pet, this dogs.
Yeah. Okay, so animal rescues apparently from across the U.S., they say that they were duped by McLaughlin. They're now suing the Arizona Humane Society, but I'm wondering, why are they suing the Humane Society and not going after McLaughlin?
You know, I think that this lawsuit centers on wanting to recover the animals that are in possession of the Arizona Humane Society. And so I think the concern here is, you know, we have valid owners. They are willing to take these pets away, you know, back from the Humane Society. I think there might be some concern here that the Humane Society euthanized some of these pets and made the decision. They want to make those decisions. And so this lawsuit is less about what we're talking about in the criminal and more about just simply getting and recovering these pets back.
And you know what? It was under the court direction that those dogs went to the Humane Society. It wasn't like they decided, okay, we're going to take in these dogs. All right. So McLaughlin, she says that she is going to fight to get her dogs back. But how strong of a case does she really have?
You know, you really wonder about the strategy here.
Yeah.
In terms, you know, she's not formally charged. And again, we're talking about allegations. You know, she's innocent until proven guilty here. But these are pretty serious. And so, you know, if she has a lawyer, you really wonder if her lawyer is advising against having a hearing here, because anything that she says, any comments that she makes, anything that she submits to the court, subsequently could potentially be used against her by criminal prosecutors. So it wouldn't be surprising if she has this hearing and in the back of the court, you actually see law enforcement there taking notes potentially in terms of what goes on. So, you know, again, don't know all the facts. You know, some of this is going to come out, but given what we've heard and what we've reviewed, it seems a little odd that she's trying to now go back and recover these animals. Yeah,
and for the record, the Humane Society has said that if she does win her case to get these dogs back, they will appeal. So
absolutely,
we haven't heard the end of it by far. Hector, thank you.